Good night, everyone. Today is Wednesday around 10 p.m. New York time, and we're gonna go with the daily technical video day. Guys, the U.S. dollar move is becoming something that is for real. And after doing the whole update, we have seen things that we really like it, and like we covered today on the seminar. A minimum three-wave move or strength, it will happen on the US dollar sooner or later. Now let's start with the dollar right here in the 8-hour chart, and then we're gonna give you some specific why we believe that that's what's gonna happen. Okay, everyone know that already, the three ways down in the dollar, and everyone knows already that possible this is the first leg, and that this is when the first 5 ways ended on the dollar. Now from here we are expecting a 3-way back, and minimum another leg higher, I want you guys to take into consideration this level 76.50, which is like a 39.20 on the euro, when you're gonna see an inverse head and shoulder right there. It's not like I'm too much into those pattern, but you can see the head and shoulder right there, and many people love that, so I have to mention to you guys. So minimum, I'm expecting another leg down in the dollar, and then from there we're expecting a move higher that it can become the real move, but minimum it should be another move compared to this one. Now, so that's for the dollar, right? That's for the dollar. If we go into the 1-hour chart, because we covered the seminar today pretty much almost everything. If we go into the 1-hour chart, possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, Z, but well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, Z, and higher. That's what the dollar should be done. So that's very clear right there. Now let's move on to another asset. We're going to start with copper. Copper right here, if you guys know for previous overview and message that we have passed, copper is a symbol of risk aversion. When Dr. Copper goes lower, everything straight lower. Now why copper this right here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move, telling me that copper right now should be on the B way with 3 more waves to test the high of the wave 4, or the high of the preview, or part of the preview wave 2 right here, and then lower. Now that lower is gonna take dollar high. Now if we take copper in the daily, I believe it's gonna be better to show what I'm trying to say is this. In copper daily you have A, B, C. This is telling me that we can put this correlation, which is a 3-way now, in 2 ways. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 coming out, or is nesting, but this was a 3-way. So I don't know, I would rather see it like it is labeling here, A, B, Z, W, and we are in the S way. What I don't like is that the S way didn't reach the 50% retracement. That should be idea for the big move in the dollar, but this can be the first leg and getting to a double trade reaching 618. But this is telling me that at least a move to around 320 is on the book, and that's minimal. It's gonna create the another leg into the dollar, right? Keep that in mind. That's for copper. Now oil is within the big wave 4, Oil is within the big wave 4 right there. And we believe, let's wait for the data. We believe that oil complete a wave 4 right here when you have A, B, and then you have on the C 1, 2, 3, 4 is doing the wave 4, and then oil is going to trade higher tomorrow. So oil have 3 ways to complete the move, and that's going to leave you to the dollar CAD, which need 3 ways to complete a correction, and then from there the dollar CAD should trade higher when oil trade lower. If you take a look at oil in the daily, it's different than copper. Oil in the daily is gonna test, and think about this level, guys, 95.43. How many times we have said 95.43 in oil? So when we were right here, we were saying that it's gonna reach 95. Here we are, we entering oil this contraction area, and oil is calling for the move to the downside. So keep that in mind. Now let's move on to the individual pairs. Like I say, I see reserve. In other words, we see reservation coming to the market. We're going to start the video tonight with the Singapore dollar. We mentioned the other day that the Singapore dollar is the only pair out of the dollar group that makes a 5-way move out of the lows, a clear 5. The only pair out of the whole US dollar group. So this is a great long if you take into consideration in the weekly and the daily chart that we have finished a huge move right here. A minimum the high of the previous 4 at 142 is gonna be tested. So why do we start with the Singapore dollar? Because technically the Singapore dollar and the dollar CAD was the only pairs together with the New Zealand and Aussie, but we're New Zealand and Aussie, but I like the Singapore dollar. Why? Because CAD New Zealand and CAD New Zealand and Aussie, they are all metal pairs. The Singapore dollar is on his own world. So technically speaking, I see 5 and I see 3. Now, what I'm trying to let you guys know about it is this. If everybody knows, there is a debate if this is the real move in the dollar, if reservation is going to come to the market, if what's going to happen. We don't want you guys to create false illusions, and many alternative ways can see in the market. Now, looking at the Singapore dollar, let me contract a little bit right here and put the Fibos from the whole move. Look at the move. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended wave 5 of 3, a 4, and a 5. If you take a look at the RSI, you're going to see the divergency. So this is a 5-way move. If that's a 5-way move, followed by the 3-way move, and then you're getting another 5 coming on the lows right here, what it's telling you is that the move in the dollar is real. And what I say is that, yes, we always have a plan when we look for the clear structure in the market, and this is the clear structure in the whole market. Now, yes, the euro can be in different ways. The The dollar can be in different ways. The Norwegian krone can be in different ways. Everything can be in different structure pattern. This is only one, and that's it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 bags. So we're gonna send tonight a trade buying the Singapore dollar around here with a target of 42 to see if we can get that trade, because minimum is gonna get to 42, 142. So keep that in mind, and don't try to run the market. We don't want to create that illusion to you guys, but this is something that you guys need to take into consideration. You have a clear 5 followed by a 3. This is a great upside trade. I want to pass the message to you guys. Now let's take a look to this little part right here. Okay, this is the Singapore dollar in 1 hour. Look guys, 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4 3, a triangle wave 4, and now 1 2 3 4 5 to 128.82. A beauty of Elliott Wave. A beauty of Elliott Wave. I say a beauty because I'm very passionate about this. I love these wave structures, and to be honest with you guys, this is a great short. Look at the divergence. That's a clear 5, and that's taking away any question, any doubt about those extended 5. That's taking away any question about the dollar move. The dollar move minimum a 3-way conservative wave, a three-wave move is gonna happen. Now, looking at the Singapore dollar, looking at cable, cable can be on the A of the E, but looking at the Singapore dollar only, a double zigzag can make the case for lowest prices that 123.77. Otherwise, this pair is en route to at least 142 or even higher prices. And the dollar is on the real move according to the Singapore dollar. It's the only pair that have done 5 ways when the whole market was in the mess, in the summit, like the Norwegian, the dollar, the euro. Singapore, small, little by step by step, was creating a 5-way move and leading the path. All right, keeping that in mind. Now let's move on pretty fast. I don't want to cover everything because we did the seminar. I want to cover the euro being the popular one. Look, the euro, and I'm going to explain this to Davey because Davey's been asking me about a flat structure. Okay, this is Davey, the euro. The euro have 2 possibilities. When we have 801 completed at this low, and then from here we are proposing a flat. We are proposing a flat on the euro when we have the flat is an structure, David, that runs in 335. It goes 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C. This is A, B, C. This is B, and then the flat now is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I love flat because I can locate that the first move is in 3. That takes away any impulse to the upside, so you fade the flat with a better, with a higher degree of confidence, because you know that it's a flat. You know that the high is safe. Okay, that's one way to look at the euro. The other way is that 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the new low is gonna happen. We're favoring the flat, and I'm gonna tell you guys why we're favoring the flat. First of all, this is too big in time. This is too big in time compared to the rest of the structure. But this is the 3802 by the peak, so don't get surprised in the new low. If anybody's gonna fade the move, playing the flat, this needs to be your risk, 38.05, no peak more than 38.05, because this can open a huge gate to the downside. So my advice, if you're gonna place the flat, leave the stop at 38.05. I mean, now the other way is, like I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you take a look at the 5-minute chart and you put the RSI on it, one second, I want to show you guys sometimes how you can spot an ABC or a flat or something like this. Okay, in the 5-minute chart, the way that I like to spot a flat is like this. You see the first leg right here, right? Look at the first leg on the RSI. And now you notice how the market had dropped almost 150 pips, and still you get a divergence on the move. That's a typical C way of a flat within the B way. So I'm expecting a move higher. I see from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a new low is gonna make the 9 ways that you need on the C way to complete the flat. That's for the euro, guys. Now let's keep going, and another pair that is possible in a flat is cable. Cable data is very slow. Cable, I believe you have 2 ways. Either cable complete from the top. We know now for sure, I mentioned in the video yesterday, that cable, what's wrong with the data? I mentioned on the video yesterday that cable should have sold on the trend line. That's what happened. Now, this move looks like a 3-way so far, and then cable can be ending either a big way of also a flat and get this path and test the trend line in a higher level, or cable can be doing a double zigzag when we are now in the look. It's bouncing from the 618 of the previous A, or it's gonna keep going lower here and then do a double zigzag and then bouncing. That's the 2 path that we like from cable. Now another clear structure that I want to cover to you guys is the Aussie yen and euro pound. Okay, euro pound is telling me that the euro is going to be stronger than cable. In other words, that the euro is going to outrun cable, because what you have 1, 2, 3 lower, and then from around, I would say 89, 85, 81 or 85, 92, euro pound should trade lower to around 87 before renew to the downside. I mean, so technically speaking, cable is very clear, and cable also is calling for continuation or weakness within the euro group. And like that, guys, I can show you almost every pair that is on the market. The Norwegian krone is calling a flat like the dollar and like the euro. Norwegian krone and the dollar, they are very tight correlated. So it's testing the high, but this move, I see this move also as a flat. So in general, we believe that some type of dollar weakness is going to happen tonight, and before the weekend we're going to see the dollar possible starting to make a move into a C wave or a wave 3. So that's what we see, guys. See you guys later, and let's see how the market react. We have a long dollar with a euro, and also we're gonna send you guys a long Singapore dollar later on today. Thank you guys.